Hello, my name is Paula Sturm, and I'm a registered dietitian and functional medicine nutritionist, and I own Radically Nourished. And I have a tip for you today on gut health habits. And so we'll talk about why gut health is important and why it matters, and then I'll go into several different habits that help promote gut health. And if you've seen any of my other videos or read any of my blogs, you know that gut health is super important for many different reasons. And so why does gut health matter? So your gut is home to trillions of microorganisms that impact your digestion, your immune system function, your mood, and overall health in general. It's important for your weight. It's also important for blood sugar management. It's important for many different reasons. Another thing that your gut health is important for is your gut and your brain. So that gut-brain connection is really critical. A healthy gut really helps support mental clarity and emotional resilience through that access. So your brain and your gut are connected through the vagus nerve. And so oftentimes if people are experiencing anxiety or depression, sometimes they can have things going on in their gut that, if corrected, can really help them there. Even people who experience brain fog or just kind of feel like they can't quite get their thoughts together during the day, sometimes there's stuff going on in their gut. Another reason to support your gut health is your immune system. I work with a lot of people with autoimmunity, and I see a lot of people who get sick all the time, and oftentimes they have things going on in their gut. 70% of your immune system resides in your gut. So helping your gut health is important for your immune system. So here are some habits that can help promote a healthy gut. You want to eat a diverse diet. So you want to make sure you're getting lots of colorful foods, in particular, lots of fruits and vegetables, whole grains that contain lots of fiber, beans and legumes incorporated into your meals are really important every day and ideally every meal. If you can think about getting 3 cereal bowls of vegetables every single day and trying to get different types. So not just the same ones, not just the tomatoes and cucumbers and romaine lettuce, and that's all you eat. Try to encourage eating some other diverse foods as well. Switch up your greens. Maybe one week have some kale, the next week have some Swiss chard or collard greens. Try to get a variety of different things and try to aim for lots of different colors. So really when they say eat the rainbow, it's kind of true. So you want to try to eat purple foods, which there aren't very many of. So trying to seek those out, trying to eat red, orange, yellow, and green foods really will help support your gut health because your microbiome really loves those different polyphenols and those different fibers because each food also has a different fiber composition. So you want to get a variety. The more variety, the more diverse your microbiome. And that's why you want to eat a diverse diet, that diversity in your microbiome then as well. And the more diverse your microbiome, the overall better your health will be. Number two, try to include fermented foods. Fermented foods like yogurt and kimchi and sauerkraut and kefir provide beneficial probiotics that nourish your beneficial bacteria. And you don't have to have a lot. A spoonful of sauerkraut or a couple sips of a kombucha that you swap out for a soda instead are great additions to your diet. Again, more isn't always better in this category. Then try to focus in on fiber. Fiber from vegetables, of course, like we just talked about, but fiber really helps feed a good microbiome, promoting its balance and good regularity as well. Include high fiber foods like oats and chia seeds and flax seeds and berries and green leafy vegetables into your diet to help you out there. Then stay hydrated. It's really important to get adequate water into your diet because water helps support digestion and helps fiber do its job. If you're dehydrated and eating a lot of fiber, your gut's not always going to be so happy. You need a lot of water in order to plump up that fiber and help move it out. So drink water consistently throughout the day, aiming for at least half of your body weight in ounces of water per day. And another really important tip, managing stress. Chronic stress can disrupt the gut microbiome and lead to digestive discomfort and lead to less digestion digested food. So if you're eating a meal and you're eating it while you're stressed, you're not going to digest your food very well at that meal in particular. And chronic stress over a long period of time can start lowering the stomach acid that you have in your stomach, and then that will lead to incomplete digestion of your food. So find different stress management techniques that work for you. That could be mindfulness, it could be yoga, it could be deep breathing, and those things really help support a calm nervous system and a gut environment. You could try implementing vagus nerve exercises. I mentioned the vagus nerve in that first tip. It's that nerve that connects your brainstem down to your gut, and that can get dysregulated, especially when we're chronically stressed. And so, doing different vagus nerve techniques like deep breathing is one where we move our diaphragm that can stimulate that vagus nerve, gargling, gagging, and humming, anything that stimulates the throat, can also help with that vagus nerve. When your vagus nerve is regulated, it helps support digestive system, especially if you have slow motility and if you have a tendency towards anxiety. I see people that will have a propensity to have anxiety, and that will also then slow down their motility and their digestion. So vagus nerve exercises can be really helpful there. Number six, limit processed foods. Why? Because processed foods and artificial sweeteners can harm beneficial gut bacteria. So you'll want to opt for whole, unprocessed foods as much as possible. Then get moving. Make sure that you get regular physical activity. Make sure you're at least doing some walking or yoga or stretching, something that moves your core. And regular physical activity promotes gut motility and supports a healthy microbiome. Then prioritize sleep. If you're chronically sleep deprived, it's not going to be beneficial for your gut microbiome. Poor sleep disrupts gut health and can lead to imbalances in gut bacteria. It also impacts your metabolism, and it also impacts your craving. So people who are sleep deprived will crave more sugar generally, and that increased sugar intake could also disrupt your gut bacteria. So multiple different reasons why you want to prioritize sleep. And if we're chronically sleep deprived, it's also going to impact our mood, which then is going to also impact our digestion as well. So aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night and maintain a consistent sleep schedule. I think that's probably the most important thing, making sure you're going to bed at roughly the same time and getting up roughly the same time. Have a good sleep routine to encourage your body to get that sleep in the evening, and I feel it's best to try to be in bed and sleeping before midnight. I think your body has, and there's other people that think this as well, it's not just me, where you get more healing time in the earlier part of the evening before midnight. Then try rotating your foods. So just like I was talking about diversity in your diet, getting lots of different foods into your diet, when we eat the same foods daily, it's going to limit our microbiome diversity. So fewer foods that we eat, the fewer microbes we're going to have. And we want to have a nice, robust, different arrays of bacteria in our gut. So try rotating your foods. So you don't have to eat something completely different every day, but try weekly expanding. Maybe you are on a habit of eating arugula every day. Maybe instead of arugula every day, maybe one week you have arugula, one week you have spring greens, the next week you have spinach. So just kind of switch things up. If you're generally drinking the same smoothie every single morning, maybe just rotate those things up a little bit, switch out the fruits, maybe add a different type of vegetable in there, just to get a little bit different variety into your diet. And then try adding prebiotic foods. Prebiotics feed probiotics. So they're the food for your good bacteria. And that can be helpful for, again, a good diverse microbiome. Include things like garlic and onions and asparagus and bananas that are on the greener side to your meals. And then try incorporating bone broth. Bone broth is rich in collagen and amino acids, and those things can support a healthy gut lining. So you can either make your own, simmer some bones slow and low with some other veggies and some seasonings in there and make your own, or there are plenty of good ones that you can buy commercially as well. And and lastly, the really most important tip I can give you is chew your food thoroughly. I see this one as probably one of the biggest barriers for people and their digestion. I see a lot of people who eat really fast. We eat when we're multitasking, and it's across the board. And sometimes I do it too. So I can catch myself doing this as well. So I really encourage you to chew really well. Make sure you're setting your fork and knife down between bites, chew really thoroughly so your enzymes in your mouth can start breaking down your food, and encourage less work in the other parts of your digestion so they can just work on absorbing nutrients and not have to overwork. And so that's going to be really important for you to work on that pace of eating slow. That's also going to help you eat less as well. So sometimes if we're eating fast, we're also eating more, and that can compromise digestion as well. Just more work for your system to manage. So chew your food, eat slow, eat mindfully, and I really hope you found this tip helpful.